Hello, welcome to today's forecast. If you want to click like and subscribe, and we'll get on to pound CAD. Also going to have a little look at Bitcoin for somebody that commented. So stay to the end to see that. Going to kick off with pound CAD. Monday's low. This is the price for anyone asking for the prices. You can go look at Monday's low and see what the price is, do a little work, and it shouldn't be too hard to find. And with regards to support and resistance, I don't really care what the price is. I'm looking at the overall chart and it's a general area, so I'm just looking for places where it's sold off, sold off heavy before here, sold off heavy, support, general area. That is where I draw my support and resistance. I'm not too bothered what the price is. And then I just implement Monday, see if we get lining up. So we've got Monday's low lining up with resistance, looking for selling opportunities. Quite simple, but this is Monday's price, Monday's low for anyone looking at. So yeah, it's going okay. We've broke below. This is what we were looking for yesterday. Broke below, retest it, looking at least to fill in this candle. And then looking for a little bit more here, support and resistance level. So we'll see how that goes. This is H1 chart, by the way, so we'll go out to the weekly so you can see where I'm coming from in terms of higher time frame support and resistance. Sold off here, 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 and here. So as long as price stays below there, that's what gives me my bias to look for selling opportunities, and that's the way it'll stay. So moving on to AUDCAD. Monday's price here, Monday's low. So looking for a break of that, which will be a break of structure, and looking for selling opportunities, aiming for previous week's lows maybe. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Price is just really chopped and hasn't really went anywhere, so just keeping an eye on it for now. We also have confluence of previous week's high lining up with Monday's low, acting as support. So you see resistance here acting as support. So if we get back below that, it's a good opportunity to start selling. In terms of higher time frame, if we go to the weekly, we can see support here, support, turn to resistance. So now we're testing that as resistance again. That gives me my bias to go short. We also, if we zoom in, have quite a bearish looking candle. So keeping an eye on that as well. Should be a mover in the next couple of days, hopefully. Aussie New Zealand as well. Monday's price, Monday's low here for anyone looking at. If we go out to the weekly first, you can see where I'm getting my bias from. So we have this channel, and we're just coming up and retesting that now. Also got support and resistance going through here, so quite a nice level, and that gives me my bias to look for selling opportunities. Go down into the H1 and look for any selling off. Last week we did sell a break below here, but it just didn't go anywhere. Although we did end up in a little bit of profit, didn't really go anywhere after such big moves. But if I can just zoom out a little bit, you can see this resistance level is one I'm going to have kept on my charts. It's just this weekly high. So just go to your charts, locate this high, draw a line, simple. As long as it stays below there and gets below Monday's low, stops above that should be pretty safe. So let's see how we get on and see if we can start breaking down. As for now, we've got this structure pullback, and see if we can break down, and then this is the area that I'm looking to sell. Previous weekly lows is the target, so quite clear, quite simple. And I think I'll finish off with Aussie. Something that I was looking at. If we go to the weekly, we do have this bearish looking candle, which can sometimes be a trap. People jump in straight away, and a lot of stops above there. So we're being patient, waiting to see if we can get a breakdown. If I go to the daily, you can see the support here, resistance here, and we did break back below there, and we also have broke this structure here. Let me just get this on. So from lows here, support, broke below that, retesting it, and we're also retesting support and resistance here. So looking for a breakdown really on AUDSD to see if we can get involved. If it just goes higher, then no harm, no foul. Monday's levels, we also have a small break in structure on the lower time frames, with support and resistance here. So we'll just have to wait to see if it breaks down. I myself probably look for sales underneath Monday's low. That way we will have added support and resistance from previous weekly highs as well. So anything like that, and I'll look to get on board. If it just keeps grinding higher and higher and frustrating people, then we'll not be involved and will not really care. So I'll move on to Bitcoin just quickly. I don't trade it, but somebody wanted some analysis on it. So looking at Bitcoin, first thing I've drawn is just this channel, support and resistance, and just the overall structure I'm looking at. It is quite bearish looking to me, unless what would negate that is a break above and a retest of this. Let me just draw this in for you. This support and resistance here, support and resistance here. You can see down on the daily. I'll go into the daily actually, it'll be a little bit clearer for you. So support, a little bit of support and resistance here, resistance. So as long as it stays below there and it's at channel resistance, then I would look for selling opportunities. How to get involved, you just have to go down into the H1 or H4 for me. I'll have a look at the H4 and look at structure and look for any breaks of structure, and that's how I would do it. Something like that would be my idea, but as I say, I don't trade Bitcoin. I don't look at it too often, but that's my analysis on it for you. If it helps, it helps. And yeah, anyone else want me to look at any other instruments, I'm happy to do so, share my thoughts. I wouldn't be afraid just to share your thoughts with people, get people's opinions. That's a place for sharing. And yeah, so that's it. Wishing you all the best of luck for the rest of today and the rest of the week.